Hi everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Let's get it started. Aha! Let's get it started in here. No lost. Not today. Judas! Yeah, that's a pretty good random there as far as I'm concerned. M69B. I'm not. You can fill in the blanks for that one yourself. Siscom. And the item room right next to us, which is pretty much as good as it gets as Judas. Spider Baby is not as good as it gets. As good as it gets is a 1997 film starring Jack Nicholson, Helen Hunt, and Greg Kinnear, which I believe won Jack Nicholson his last Oscar, or at least his most recent Oscar for Best Actor. So, in case you're looking to check it out, it's pretty good. It's actually, it's got a nice little, it's got a nice heart to it, good sense of humor, and Jack Nicholson, you know, chews the scenery as always. Spider Baby, of course, is not something I'm particularly excited about, but if we do take damage, it's kind of like a nice contingency plan. You know, we'll take damage, but we'll generate some spiders as a result. Oh, do it. I really thought that might find the secret room. However, you know, being able to spawn 1 or 2 spiders after getting hit might save us some trouble. It might be able to kill a boss if we get hit right as we're about to lose. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Still alive. Nothing to be concerned about, really. What are you scared about? Yo, we can still get hit 0 times. That's a lot of leeway as far as I'm concerned, and Latchkey is going to save our life. You know what? Normally, I might be a little bit more diligent about this, but I think I'm just going to head down to the next floor. My hope is that we can get to 5 cents so we can spawn an arcade and maybe, you know, think about better days. But I really don't want to lose this Spirit Heart. I think I'm just going to go, honestly. Fuck the shop. Fuck the arcade, we can just buy another Spirit Heart if we just get 1 more penny or like a bomb on this floor, and we're on the basement as opposed to the cellar, which is extremely good news. So it means we can't fight the Haunt, we can't fight Blastula. That's a combination of Blast Assist and Fistula. We would never fight Blastula on this floor. Half red heart, I'll take it. There's another Tinted Rock right there, and there's an opportunity to pick up some sweet tarot cards there, but I can't confirm nor deny that those will be particularly doable for us. We'll see. Doable, of course, is a scientific measure of fuckability on a scale from 0 to your mother. I just roasted you Wahlberg style. You pay 50 bucks for that shit in the restaurant, but I just gave you a little amuse-bouche. Let me try that again. It feels better if it rolls out the tongue. Would have paid 50 bucks for that shit in the restaurant, but I just gave you a little amuse-bouche for free. It's good because amuse-bouche, the humor in there. Amuse-bouche, first off, just has a kind of silly-sounding tone to it, for one. And then also, it's in a different language, so it comes across as like a little bit zanier. And also, it's a word typically used in haute cuisine, which very much contrasts, at least stereotypically speaking, with the quite flippant manner in which I was speaking. So it's that contrast inside which the humor resides, in my opinion. That's been inside this shitty comedian studio with some guy nobody has heard of outside of people who love The Binding of Isaac. Thanks for watching. Are we going to buy another Spirit Heart? F yeah, we're going to buy another Spirit Heart, buddy. The only question is whether we want to buy 1 Spirit Heart or whether we want to buy a bomb in the hopes of getting multiple Spirit Hearts, either from 1 Tinted Rock or from getting a bomb and then buying more, you know, Spirit Hearts, or being able to blow up more Tinted Rocks, I should say. I tend to think that 1 Tinted Rock is worth about 1 Spirit Heart. But there's some swings there. Maybe let's just cool it for a second here. We'll have our choice of whatever item we want from the selection of items that we get on our Deal with the Devil here, and we really should get a Deal with the Devil. An ability to fly would also come along with an added Dry Baby. That's a deal that's hard to pass up. I've seen worse items in that position, though. We could always just get a Hanged Man card. That'd be even better. But let's see what we get here. Hopefully some HP or some DPS. This kind of toes the line. We'll see. Samson's lock is decent enough. Hanged man, dog. I told you. And then in here, ooh, this is a terrible decision to have to make. I'm gonna tell you straight up, we're going to take Goat Head. And then if we get some more HP somehow, we can come back and take the Pact. The Goat Head is just so much more important. So much more important. Maybe this will be an HP upgrade. So close. But if it had been an HP upgrade, we would have gone back for the Pact. I would love to get the Pact. Sincerely, would love it. We can't. We can't justify it yet. There's another few ways that we could pull out like a decent situation here. You think that's our secret room? Okay, give me one more penny here. It was only in dreams, I think, by Weezer. My brain was betraying me. Alright, I was hoping for another penny so we could buy the, buy the builds the boat and buy the buys that sails it, but we didn't, get the ability to buy that bomb. Okay, well, let's shoot these and then we'll go, I think. But Goathead is... You guys, bury me with my fucking idiocy. We have the Book of Belial. Why am I picking up the Goathead? I should have picked up the Pact. What a freaking idiot here. Are the Idiot Awards hiring? Oh my god, this joke doesn't even make sense. I should have said the Idiot Store. God fucking damn it. Alright, I'll tell you what, let's double down on idiocy and come into this room then. Oh, snap, not feeling so dumb now, am I? Maybe a little, oh, and we can take the Pact now. Suck on that shit, haters, we made it. We made it work. I had never a doubt in my mind. Never a doubt in Meme. Alright, that's pretty nice. We've even got a guppy item to go along with this, and then on top of that, we're going to get the Pact, we're going to get some extra Spirit Arts. It's a lovely situation to find ourselves in. Deal with the Devil Precedent, doubly speaking. We could replace Book of Belial if we want to. But this is shaping up nicely. I mean, this is the draw of Judas. From 0 to, I mean, not hero, but like Nero. Like, still pretty much maligned, but, you know, some people think he's misunderstood in the historical record. Anyway, let's head down to the next level. Pretty good. I can't really complain. We got a lot of HP. We could take deals with the devil on this floor. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Guppy, guppy, guppy. That's all right. That's all right. Curse of the Blind. I mean, Curse of the Blind only matters if you actually, you know, need to know what items you have, which I don't, because I'm a baller and shot caller. So, like, if you want to give me Headless Baby, sure, dog. Sign me up. Headless Baby. You want to give me fucking Brother Bobby? I live for that shit. Write that on my tombstone. Brother Bobby is a decent item. Okay, don't really do that. Let's not say there's some things we can't take back. Red chest, please. Can't help but notice these are not red chests. However, we did pick up a decent number of bombs in the process. Alright, I'm going to stop being an idiot. I have been under the assumption, apparently, that my damage is so superb that I can just run into enemies. That's not the way that life is for me right now. My damage is good, but it ain't that good. One more suite of enemies here. That's alright. Come on, try, baby. Sell 5 copies of the 3 EPs by the Beta Band. It was a little late on that, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Had a feeling we'd get something there. So that's just my demonstration of the truism that sometimes feelings are not correct. Very efficient use of my time there. I'm hoping that our boss room is going to be not quite right around the corner. Like, I want one more room with enemies before we face it so that I can... It doesn't matter if we have Book of Belial. I mean, I would like to have it for the ability to deal extra damage, but I don't need to have it for the ability to deal extra damage. We'd still get the deal with the damage, or deal with the devil precedent as a result of this. Now, please just give me an HP upgrade so that when I walk into the deal with the devil, if we're not fighting Krampus, I can still make something good happen. Like, I can still, or maybe this is the right floor for us to fight Krampus if we can't take a deal with the devil. But, you know, here's my 2 choices. HP up, followed by a deal with the devil where I can pick up some items. Or DPS upgrade and then make me fight Krampus. I could make do with it either way. Mega Fatty, not really that troubling right now. Well, we won't know for a while, will we? Toothpicks, it's DPS. And then... sometimes it just works itself out, doesn't it? Careful, careful. Oh, okay, thank you. Very disappointed that that's Head of Krampus. We could take that because we have Book of Belial, but actually, I prefer Book of Belial. I gotta admit. We haven't been to our item room, nor our shop. We're making good time, though. I was hoping that maybe... I mean, it's still a good thing that we fought Krampus. Let's put it that way. Let's start with that. It's a good thing that we fought Krampus because you have to fight Krampus. If you're going to so many item rooms, or sorry, so many deal with the devils, you're going to end up getting Krampus. So we might as well do it now in a situation where we're still, like, you know, kicking the shit out of the game. If you know what I mean. Like, it's better for us to do it now when we have the when we're way ahead of our enemies than if we, like, claw our way barely through a floor and then get nothing as a result. One of these has to be a library, by the way, so let's start checking these out. That is our library, and we got the Necronomicon. If that had been Book of Revelations, there's a lot more benefit for us there. I'm going to take Callus because I don't trust myself, straight up. Now we can walk over creep. It's a very good opportunity to use a bomb. And that'll give us HP that we can use as fuel for a deal with the devil in the future. And I think the timing of when we fought Krampus and, you know, when we had no red hearts is actually going to work out very nicely for us. I love question marks, man. Bob's Rotten Head, huh? That's not a secret room? I didn't think it was, but I was not gonna walk. That's where I draw the line. So what am I hoping? I mean, you could use Bob's Rotten Head with the batteries that are on that library to blow up, like, all those mushrooms. But, you know, that's your homework. I'm not gonna show you how to do that, because you can do it for yourself at home. I'm just gonna move along. I got a life to live. And of course, much to the chagrin of people who are watching at home, I just picked up the Fool card. That means we've got a chance at Boss Rush. Tell him what he's won, Johnny. You've won the ire of 4,000 commenters. They say you're a scrub and Boss Rush is a shit tactic for shit people. Well, thank you, Johnny. Much appreciated. We'll check back later in the show to see if Boss Rush ends up being a factor here. But for now, let's just move on to our shop and see if we can pick up, perhaps, a Spirit Heart. And indeed we did. That's going to mean no blood bank on the next floor, but we don't have that much HP to spend on a blood bank anyway, so I'm not going to sweat it too much. Guppy Dream's still alive. Good damage. HP's going to be solid. 9 lives means there's a lot of leeway, a lot of tolerance for failure. Temporarily. Curse of the Unknown is better for me. I know I've got 1 red heart and a fuck ton of spirit hearts. That's the only math that I need to know there. Now, I'm hoping that I can actually convince Mega Fatty to maybe hit Dry Baby with some of these bullets. That's why I'm trying to, like, delay my dodging a little bit, so that maybe Dry Baby ends up being caught in the crossfire, but it didn't work out that way. Yeah, probably should have gotten out of the way there. Alright. You're not going to live too long here, but I'm hoping that in the process of your life, you can maybe hit Dry Baby with some fire. No? Alright. Fire might not have even do it. It might only be bullets, but it's alright. What's our pill? Luck down. Well worth my time on that room, but we're still roughly at, you know, our boss rush territory here, time-wise, if we want to be. You know, the Fool card is not an obligation to do boss rush, just an invitation. What did we do with the Fool card before Rebirth, man? You just use it to teleport out of rooms you don't like? I guess it's still semi-useful in those cases. You know, you don't want to fight greed, you go into the shop, you know, you got low HP, you just teleport out. But man, it seems so much less practical. Like, it seems like it has such shitty, like, versatility, or not versatility, but even, like, function at all. Now it's one of the most overpowered cards in the game. Well, I mean, it's outclassed almost objectively by Stars and Hermit, but apart from that, you know. 11 minutes, going just fine. I think 2 keys is where we want to be. Well, I mean, 99 keys is where we want to be, but if we don't have a choice in the matter, I guess this'll do. Alright. Dodged right into that. I should have taken damage. No question about it. Stay there, stay there. I want that penny. Stay there, stay there, stay there. You got it. Yeah. Excuse me? Well, I mean, it's still good to use a bomb here, but how did you not explode that rock? That makes no sense whatsoever to me. We got 1, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre are at your door. Consumables. It's a mouthful, I'll admit, but it rolls off the tongue quite nicely. And I actually like this situation. A lot of people would be a little bit not so happy about it, but I like this situation where all of our shit is kind of in one area. Simplifies my life a little bit for, you know, a lack of backtracking and stuff like that. It's more of an issue if you have the D6, but still, I'm happy either way. Easy rooms. We're strong enough to kill these enemies without even having to sweat the Book of Belial usage. Halo of Flies, one of the better defensive items in the game. It's no Holy Mantle. It's no Howie Mandel, but who is? He's the consummate professional. Have you seen Bobby's World? He was working 22 hours a day on that shit, man. You seen Deal or No Deal? I mean, he was only working like a half hour a day, but the motherfucker always put in his time, you know? He did what was asked of him. Might as well use this. This is actually probably easier than a couple of the rooms that we just did, but I always like to use Book of Belial on the boss. It's just a habit. Hey, the Halo is pretty good. So we got 2 HP. Keep that in mind for this. It doesn't really matter because no matter what, we'd be taking them in this order. Rotten Baby is good. Abaddon is it's a goddamn marvel, isn't it? I think to keep ourselves ahead of boss rush, we're going to skip... no, we're not. Okay. Not just because I was worried about offending people, because at this point, if you're watching and you don't know that I like boss rush, just come on, dog. Come on. Be informed about that shit at least. But I was thinking, like, the shop's not going to be worthwhile. We have too little money, so why bother? We can get some extra time back and then get a free item from boss rush. But then I was thinking, you know what? We have a guppy item. If there's a curse room down here, I would like to see it. So that, mechanically and strategically, I was actually thinking it would be a good idea to come down here. And I think it is. But we're going to leave now. Maybe look for a second secret room. The secret rooms are all on the other side, apparently. But the second secret room, maybe. If we get super lucky. Alright, we didn't. But we're still ahead of the curve time-wise here. And Abaddon's going to be a huge damage upgrade for us. Rotten Baby helps out a ton. Incentivizes a lot of shop items if we could actually get some money on this run. Not immediately spend it on Spirit Hearts. And our HP is totally fine here, even though we're going to lose a Spirit Heart and a half right off the bat. Wouldn't be too concerned about the possibility of becoming Guppy here. And by concerned, I mean, like, don't concern yourself with whether or not I'm going to become Guppy, because it's not looking that likely anymore. For a while, I was loving it, but Guppy is, Guppy's it's a clipper ship on the ocean, man. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. That metaphor makes no sense. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Don't telepills me. That's bad. Spirit Hearts are good, though. And a speed downgrade. It's not so bad. We're already pretty fast. I can live with it. I've come to respect the Guppy items on their own merits. It took a while. Guppy's head, I used to think it was one of the worst spacebar items in the game for real. Not in Rebirth, but in Vanilla, I used to think it was terrible. And I kind of came around to it. And I was like, this is pretty awesome, actually. Guppy's tail used to think it was a curse, basically, and sometimes it still can be if you don't have a lot of keys and you want to actually open, like, stone chests or, you know, red chests or something like that. But instead, you know, now I understand the strategic viability of it. 9 lives was an item I've almost never picked up unless I was becoming Guppy, and when I picked it up when I was becoming Guppy, I was like, okay, it's bad, but it's worth picking up to become Guppy. That's an incredibly, you know... I mean, I don't mean ignorant in the you're an asshole kind of way, but it's an incredibly ignorant way to look at that item. That item has incredible strategic purpose. I'm always happy to have 9 lives if it doesn't cost me, like, all of my HP and I have, like, 12. I have to have, like, above 6 HP to even question whether or not I'm not gonna take 9 lives, and, I don't usually have over 6 HP when I pick it up because I'm giving it all away to deals with the devil all the time anyway. Guppy's hairball, I'm still not sold on, but I understand it. Guppy's collar saved me a run on the Lost. I still don't think that's a great item, but, you know, the one time it needed to be great, it was. So I'll always respect it for that. It saved me from a loss as the Lost, and allowed me to get a very impressive track record with that character that, honestly, is probably one of the things that has people thinking that I'm pretty good at this game, so I'm always grateful for that. The Guppy items are decent on their own merits. Way better in conjunction with one another, but decent on their own merits as well. Alright, this is a big one for us. We're definitely going to get a deal with the devil. 2 Guppy items for 3 Spirit Hearts each would be amazing after we've gone on that spiel. Let's see what our damage is like now that we're rolling Abaddon and Book of Belial. The Cage is a tanky boss, so I wouldn't... Oh, that was dumb of me. So I wouldn't feel too bad about not killing him, like, instantly here, but I would love to pick up some high damage stuff here. Just crank it out. Oh, Mathis is now playing Five Nights at Freddy's 3. That was good. Congratulations, Mathis. Are you sure you don't want to play Five Nights at Freddy's 4? It's a new one. It comes out in, you know, 6 hours from wherever you're watching this. We have been to our item room. Okay, this time I actually am gonna... I'm gonna head down to the next floor. And I know that's gonna annoy some people, but I'm doing it for the reason that that's gonna annoy you. I'm doing it so that we can actually get into our boss rush room. Curse of the Maze will slow us down a little bit as well, to be honest with you. I'm pretty stoked that we have an extra 30 seconds on top of my norm in order to find the boss room and get in there. And we can telepills out and then hopefully get a black market there and be able to get something from our, not telepills, sorry, fool card. We can fool card out and hopefully be able to get a, enough bombs to go into that room, and hopefully there will be a crawl space or a black market in there, and that's good. Don't want to go to that room yet, because if I go to it, it'll fill in on my map, and then I won't come to it. I'll think I've gone to it when I come back out of here with the fool card. So I want to leave it unsullied, so that I have the impetus to come back to it. I remember to come back to it, basically, you know? Because there could be Guppy items in there, and I would very much like it. I will say, as much as I dislike Curse of the Maze, I'm pretty stoked by the fact that we don't have Curse of the Blind on our boss rush room for once. Almost got hit there. It might have been Halo of Flies that saved me. I love that item, man. It's a very quiet item, and normally I'm not an enormous fan of quiet items, like, you know, Celtic Cross Scapular, stuff like that, but it's a quiet item that definitely holds it down. I'm always happy to have it. Look, it probably saved me a little bit more damage right there. It's an unsung hero oftentimes, but I'll sing it right now. Don't you worry your pretty little head. I'm going to get you home to Tyson in your pretty tiger bed. Alright. Should be an easy fight. As good as our damage is, I'm not going to use Book of Belial on the boss rush room to try to fight it. I'm just going to use it on Mom. You know, on some, depending on what we get in our deal with the devil, maybe we'll fight our boss rush room to get one more free item. But it's unlikely. It would have to be Brimstone or Mom's Knife. Or like Whore of Babylon plus Brimstone or Mom's Knife plus Guppy. You know, something like an absolutely absurd combo that's not literally impossible, but is probably very unlikely. Let's see what we got in our devil room. Okay, I almost thought that it came true there. Definitely this. Definitely this. And you know what? Definitely that. We got 9 lives. Let's get a little dangerous here. Dad's Key, Magic Fingers, Notched Axe, Brother Bobby. This is just horrible. How's our damage looking? Like, we are Guppy now, right? Are we not Guppy? We should be Guppy now. Where's my flies? We got some flies. It's just not very many. So I was just seeing what we were doing there. We got 3 bombs. Let's come down here and do this. We're not Guppy. We only have 2 Guppy items. I'm crazy. I thought we were Guppy, but I was like, we're spawning flies really slowly. Nah, dog. Does this give us spirit hearts in this strange situation? It did. It did give us 3 spirit hearts. Okay. All that for a chest. Hopefully it has more than 3 bombs. And although, to be fair, 3 bombs for 3 spirit hearts is a pretty sweet-ass trade. Why did I think that we were already Guppy? Because you're an idiot. Okay, I took that joke away from you, so you can't use it against me. Go fuck yourself. Not a good start. But hey, permanent Polaroid invincibility. I mean, I made it, I framed it like, whoa, look at this badass taking Sacrificial Dagger just because he doesn't care about anything. Whoa, look at this roguish character here. No, it's actually like, Sacrificial Dagger plus permanent Polaroid invincibility is awesome for us. The only question is whether or not it was worth the HP, and I think it probably was. Library? No, that's just, you know, ye old shop there. Mom's purse we might want to take, if we get the cash for it. There's nothing really else in there that's tickling my fancy as much as I would like my fancy to be tickled. I said fancy, not anything else. Yeah, we don't want anything there. Well, I mean, if we had the credit card, we might consider it, but we don't really desire anything there. Not too much, anyway. So I'm really hoping now for Red Chest Delight on that boss trap room. Boss Rush? I've forgotten what I call each one of them now. The one that's not Boss Rush. Okay, yeah, Boss Trap. If we can get a, you know, some Red Heart Extravaganza on there, I would be an extremely happy camper. We do have to come to the point where, you know, I need to sit down and have a little talk to myself and be like, we are not fighting bosses as often anymore. The floors are getting bigger. It's time to use Book of Revelations, you know, more kind of prodigiously. We should be using Book of Revelations, or sorry, not Book of Revelations, Book of Belial. Should be using Book of Belial once every 3 rooms, unless we are very suspicious that the boss room is close. It's a net bonus, you know. It's only gonna do good things for you. I'm gonna go back here and buy Mom's purse. There's a chance that it's gonna pay out with something lovely if we get another trinket. I don't want to get rid of Callus because I walk over spikes all the time because I'm an idiot. I'm actually just a dumb animal. Like, woo, fuck you. Alright. Accidentally walked myself into the secret rooms. Worst things have happened. I realized we could just walk out, but just to save a little time. Golden chest. This is not what I was looking for, but it, you know, did objectively pay out in a positive fashion for ourselves. There's only 2 of you, so I'm, like, seriously 0 scared. Okay. Still have an item room. Everything else has been sorted. And we're in a great position. Maybe not as great as golf with the gator, but it's pretty good. And rubber cement, I love it. Yeah, we'll just leave. Rubber cement is delicious. It's a great item. Goes well with you know, a nice lemon meringue, but I don't know. We're not quite at the level of damage. Oh, we have Callus. We're not quite at the level of damage where I'm like, yeah, this is a one run even if we have no HP when we fight Blue Baby. Like, I love to be in that position. We're probably pretty close. I'm not trying to sandbag or anything on this run. I'm just saying, you know, I don't think we're quite there yet. You know what? Straight up, I'm leaving some consumables behind. I want to get some momentum. I want to get my game face on. Oh, this room is like, you know, there's that old story. You know, the old story. There's that old story about, or the prank that you can pull in college. You just get on with it, Dad. Where you get a bunch of pigs. You guys did this one, right? The old pig prank. And you'd paint it. You paint 4 pigs with the numbers 1, 2, 3, 5. And then you let them loose in your rival's campus. And then they find one, and they see that the numbers are there, and they go, oh, what does this mean? Then they find another one, and they go, oh my, once they find 5, they're going to start looking for number 4. They're going to be like, we have 1, 2, 3, 5. We've only got 1, 2, 3, 5. Where's 4? We got to find 4. But really, you're just wasting their fucking time. I forgot why I even brought this up, but that's like this situation. Somehow. It made sense when I started. Don't telepills me, bro. Have more respect for me than to telepills me. Ah, yes! That is right, I did it! Okay. We are now Guppy, which means we have the ability to fly. It also means I'm not going to sweat those curse rooms at all. Originally, I was like, shit, dog, curse rooms. That's going to hurt. We don't need to go to them anymore. If we wanted to, it would hurt us a little bit less to go to them, but we don't need to go to them anymore, so I'm not going to go to them anymore. Because we are Guppy. I got all my felines in me. Doesn't really work with the, you know, amount of syllables in the song, but you get the idea. Oh, there is a tinted rock. I was gonna say back there, but actually, you know, we cursive mazed ourselves up in a weird corner here. Ooh, that's pretty good. All right, now I will call it. Now I think we have enough damage to say that this is doneable. Not even doable. It's already been done. All right, this is our last guaranteed deal with the devil. Always a sad time. Always a bit of a time for sentimentality and reflection. Torn Photo is a beautiful one to go along with us here. And then, yeah, don't mind if I do. Okay, sure, yeah. We'll take Gimpy, and we'll also take Mom's Knife. I don't care, man. I'm just a bad ass like that. My ass is bad. So we're just going to be doing an absurd amount of damage. Now, we didn't fuck over Abaddon by doing that, I think. I hope not. We can't get hit. If we get hit, we die. But we can get... Well, actually, that's not true. We can get hit 8 times without actually having it come back to bite us too hard in the ass. In the tuckus. We'll take this pill. How bad could it be? That's pretty good, actually. Now, both of our trinkets, by the way, are effectively worthless. I'm going to try this one. Nope. For once, I'm going to say no to Bob's Brain. We're in a little bit too delicate of a situation HP-wise, and even though I don't believe in the premise of the D threshold, I think it's an antiquated model for looking at whether or not you should pick up Bob's Brain. There's some truth to it, and we're way above the D threshold right now. We're on the fucking E horizon. My favorite alt-rock band from the late 90s. Okay, I'm joking, obviously. Vertical Horizon is nobody's favorite alt-rock band from the late 90s. But anyway, 2 of spades. Sure, let's crack that. Kind of tempted to try to get into that curse room. What do you think? Let's give this a shot. HP. HP, dog. Please. I'm hungry. You're selling. Give me some sweet brown sauce. Add it to steaks. Add it to stews. Give me those HP poos. Please. It's getting a little ridiculous now. Ah, there we go. Okay, pills. Which ones, though? Speed up. Sure. Speed down. Telepills. Are you a wizard? Are you a Yolandi Vizard? We will go into our curse room, and that's what I was hoping for right there! It's right there! Everything I've always wanted in my life is right there. Right in front of me. We're just gonna telepills away. Now that we picked up some extra protection. Yeah, just throw a key away. That's how we celebrate in my country. If you insult that, you're just being culturally insensitive. You prick. I'm not totally convinced that we're going to be sticking with Tammy's head, by the way. I want to see it in action first. Good start. Yeah, I think we can roll with it. Book of Belial is probably so much better, but being able to use this every room, it gives it a little bit of an extra push for me. Come on, Judgments. You're being ridiculous here. Like, in a good way, but come on. Come on, though. What are our knives doing here? Why do we have 2 knives? Did we get 20/20 somehow? Or is it just like a... What it... I don't want to talk about that. That's some weird shit going on right there. It's freaking me out, man. I ain't gonna pay enough for this shit. Joker? 2 of diamonds. What the fuck am I gonna do with the 2 of diamonds this late in the game? Second secret room? Hi-oh. We didn't get it, but I was gonna hi-oh regardless. I'm just gonna pull back the curtain there. There's some more HP. You know, there's a case to be made for sticking with Guppy's paw, actually. I'm not gonna make it, because we're gonna be out of this floor in about a second and a half here, but... Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, you still summon this shit? The knife still summons tears. Unless that's just, or summons flies, I should say. Unless that's just rotten babies flies, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is, quite frankly. Maybe it summons less? I actually just don't know the answer to that question, by the way. You don't even have a health bar anymore, so, you know, I have very few simple rules for dating my teenage daughter, but one of them is, if you don't have a health bar, you're dead. And you were breaking that rule and showing me a lot of disrespect in my own house, and I don't respect that, and I don't respect you. I think you're a punk, and I don't want you near her. She's my angel, she's my darling angel. That's Shaggy's new TV show. 9 simple rules. 69 simple rules for dating my middle-aged daughter. You're welcome, ABC. Fuck, that show was straight up ABC, wasn't it? I've revealed that I actually watched it. Yo, dog, there's nothing wrong with John Ritter. You've seen Bad Santa. He was in that. You've probably also seen Three's Company, but nobody's gonna be honest about that. Let's be real here. Alright, barely got them. That's okay. Barely's better than nary. Now we just need shielded knives. Fuck yeah, that's my 4th album. I always talk about it being my first album. My first album's already out. It's called Mind Your P's and Q's. Shielded knives is when I get fucking... It's my folk cover of cooking-themed songs based around the Jizza's Liquid Swords album from the early 1990s. It's kind of like an Exile in Guyville, but it's more like an Exile in Garlic, because it's all about cooking, particularly with the mother sauces. Paralysis? I don't want a paralysis. I don't even want 1 lysis. You know who's to blame for this? Ever since Jon Stewart announced that he was gonna retire, it's okay. I don't even know what I'm bringing that as a callback to the last episode. Remember? That's gonna be a dad end, so we're gonna get out of that direction. There's a little Ohmwrecker symbol on the ground. I know it's an omega, you freaking ding-dongs. You don't need to give me the... Yo, I invented the Greek alphabet. Don't even question it. I can't believe we have Mom's Purse and, like, the 2 most useless trinkets right now. I'm starting to run out of keys, especially if we just throw them away for no reason. We still picked up a surplus there, though, which is nice. And speed down. Not the best pill rotation we've ever had. Thought I could shoot it through the hole and blow up whatever was in here. I mean, Counterfeit Penny is technically better than, like, either of these, but I think on principle I'm going to avoid it because fuck Counterfeit Penny this late in the game. I don't need money either. That was intentional damage, don't question it. See? Got us that Spirit Heart instead. Smart guy. Yeah, don't take the tower card. Stick with the Hanged Man when you can already fly passively. Ooh, this doesn't happen very often. Come on. 2 of these, and you're gonna give me a chest each time? Okay, well, I mean, Petrified Poop is better than the Callus, I guess. Store credit doesn't do anything for us. He still shoots when he's afraid. Shit, dog, I shoot more often when I'm afraid. Good. 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 Thank you, Infamy. I just got up in his face. Infamy didn't carry. I'll protect you. You picked me out of that chest I've been sitting in for 1,000 dusty years. Curse of the Unknown. Our HP is fine. Well, not really, but we don't have to worry about it. It's a pretty bad chest, all things considered. Like, Book of Shadows might be workable for us. Might be better than Tammy's Head, but I like Tammy's Head, man. It's one of my favorite items just because of the ridiculous synergies it can entail, if you will. And we really should not be finding ourselves in too much trouble. But we got to make sure that we're taking out the rooms that are difficult while we have more HP. And then we can take 1 HP into the Blue Baby fight. I think that's, like, completely doable. Oh, good. Speed up as well. Just what I needed. For real, though, I do think that we're probably, like, on death's door right now. Probably should have died right there. But, as long as we can just get through these difficult rooms, not that this room is particularly difficult, but, you know, rooms where we're likely to be hit, if we can get through those rooms right away, that's the only thing that really concerns me. Like, double adversary room, double cage rooms. I don't know how much HP we have. Book of Shadows would win this for us, like, instantly. But I don't want to resort to that, because I feel like that's unfair to my competitor. And if it would win it for us instantly, we can always just go back and do it. With 1 HP. But there you go, we won! Not bad at all, that was a quick one. Thanks for watching, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button, it helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.